This is a quick demonstration of the trade show kiosk survey software that is under development. I'm going to go into the browser here and just do a real quick tour through what the user experience would be. This is the person at the trade show that's filling out the survey. This is just a few demonstration screens I made up, so you know they may not be so great aesthetically, and they've got the old 2010 logo in there, etc. But just like I say, a few I made up quickly for demonstration's sake. So let's just run through a quick introduction screen. How did you hear about the show? I'm going to answer the questions here. Which radio stations you listen to? Enter your name. Enter your email address. And select a course for your free round. And that's pretty much it. So those are just the pages I entered in for demonstration. What I'd really like to show you here is the admin part. So the idea is that John or Owen could take on, or anyone that you want to give the admin capability to, could take on actually modifying the survey and making changes and adding pages and adding questions, whatever they want to do. This is the admin page. This is just a grid where each row represents a page or a question. Typically you have one question per page. So you can see that the way it's laid out here, that we've got the intro, which is say hello. We've got how did you hear about us. You've got which radio stations you listen to, what's your name, what's your email, etc., etc. So those are the questions in the survey. You can record what the version of the page is. If you want to keep track of each time you change it, you can change the version so that you know what exact question the person was answering. You can change the order the pages appear in the survey just by changing the number in this column. This column you select the question type. So in the case of like an introduction page, there isn't a question. You could have it be a yes/no question. You have a case where there are many possible responses, multiple responses, but they're only allowed to select one. There's a case when there would be many possible responses, but they're allowed to select many, like the case of the radio station. You can select more than one. And then typed info is just like the questions where you just type in your name or email address. So you can see how that works. In the multiple response questions, you can just enter in what the options are here. So in other words, for the radio question, all options are just typed in here, separated by a semicolon. So let's go and change the survey. How did you hear about us? I'm going to remove the option for billboard and type in an option for word of mouth. So now I've actually changed the survey and removed the billboard option, and now the first option is going to be word of mouth. The real significant thing to notice here is that let's go and change the introduction page. I actually want to change the layout. If I click on this pencil right here, it'll bring up an actual HTML editor that will allow you to do whatever you want to the page. So I'm going to go in here and add in some text that says hello folks, and I'm going to make it a bigger font. And I'm going to make it a red font, and there you are. So now I've changed the introduction page and added a big obnoxious red hello folks in the center of it. I'm going to click on save, and now that is the way that survey is going to appear. So now I've added hello folks to the introduction page, and I've added word of mouth to the how did you hear about us page. So let's go back and just take a quick look at the actual survey. And now you'll see we go into the survey and you see the hello folks does actually appear in the survey, and how did you hear about the show? Word of mouth is an option. That is basically it. That is how the survey looks. Like I say, in this admin system you have complete control over the content of the question and the content of the survey. The last column over here is that page active right now in the survey. So in other words, if you had multiple different types of shows going on, you could set up like 100 pages, and then just select which 20 you want to appear at this particular event. So you can keep adding on to the available pages and just turn them off and turn them on and off as you desire. That is pretty. Oh well, actually, I should say to add a new page. In other words, add a new row to this grid, you just click on this button down here. So it's all pretty easy, and that is it.